what I'm working with right now is I feel like I can sort of get to spaces of kind of silence, where things subside. Um, but then something kind of pulls me back in inevitably, like a just a bodily feeling or an emotion. I'll be in that kind of that space, and then I have to attend to something, and I kind of get pulled it back into thinking and reacting. And so how do you kind of remain in that space?
Why would you want to?
Well, because I guess my thinking is that the point of meditation is to kind of be in that, right? Like the open awareness, things are kind of silent. You're not caught up in thought and emotion.
Hmm. What's not open about your awareness currently, right now?
Well, I guess being focused on specific thoughts or feelings. I don't always feel as open, I guess, as I am right now in this space. Um,
What are all feelings made of?
it's awareness.
So why does it matter what feelings you're having? Like, why are some more awareness than others?
I feel like they pull me back into kind of more like reacting.
Okay.
Like in my body reacting, and then I get caught up in patterns of thinking and emotion, and just kind of get pulled back into you know
And what are all those reactions made of?
awareness.
Okay, so why is that a problem?
I suppose it's not.
You rest with your resistance to what that is.
Hmm.
I'm reacting. Okay, I'm going to rest with my disdain of my reactions. Oh, I'm thinking again. I'm going to rest as the critique of thinking.
Hmm.
So you just start to allow yourself to be as you are. It is the You are the basic space of mind, pulsating and vibrating as whatever's appearing, and it's completely beautiful, unfathomable, unpredictable, exactly as it is. It's a dance of the self, and it's beautiful. If you saw if I gave you a puppy to look after for a few hours, and I came back, you'd be like, wow, that was really fun. It bit the curtains, it wouldn't sit still, it rolled around, peed on the carpet, but it was just a beautiful display of puppiness. Thank you very much. But when it's ourselves, it's like, you didn't do this, you must be like that. And these are all judgments, but all the judgments are made of awareness as well. So everything is made of awareness. They In the Tibetan teachings, they say that they're not as generous as me with the dialogue. They'll just say to you, on an island of gold, everything's made of gold.
Hmm.
See you in a year. It's like, on an island of gold, everything's made of gold. So these qualities that you are wanting to appear are being stifled by your actions to try to make them appear, and your judgment of whether or not they are there. So when you relax, these qualities that you seek, they're already there. That Just stop. They're already there. So it's what you're made of. It's what everything's made of, and it can be challenging. I will agree. when you're sitting there and there's a critique flow
Mhm.
or a feeling of this is wrong. But that's the challenge, is to leave it as it is. Let it be as it is. I allow everything that's wrong about me right now to be here forever as awareness, the timeless awareness that I am. And when it comes to meditation, meditation is a tool that can be very much misused without the actual understanding of what meditation is for. It becomes a form of punishment. For instance, if you meditate to try and still the mind, that's not going to happen. You know, you might find some capacity to control your mind maybe after a year or two or three, but that doesn't take you any closer to being awake. It's like learning to dance, for instance. You could spend 3 years learning to become an incredible ballerina. And as great as that might be, or whatever the male equivalent is, it's not going to take you any closer to awakening. You could become the best person at sitting still, never moves. He can do 4 hours unflinching. It's no closer to awakening. The original word, the original meaning of meditation in Sanskrit, but also in Tibetan, which I remember because it's a shorter word, is gom. And it just means to become familiar with. So the idea of meditation was to take this teaching that I've shared with you tonight and then meditate with that. Watch your thinking and allow it to be. See where you critique yourself and welcome it. Grow familiar with the filter that I described earlier. Become familiar with that. Oh, look at that tendency. Wow, I do that. But with a compassionate lens of everything is awakened awareness. It really is about becoming familiar with yourself as an already awakened presence that is heave-hoing in an unpredictable and unknown way all the time. It's like, as a kind of analogy or metaphor, it's like the ocean is the ocean's trying to smooth itself out. The more it tries to smooth itself out, the more it makes itself more rough. Where if you just imagine the ocean just allowing itself to be, all the waves are just waves. Then there's no longer the wave of distraction, the wave of uh, too much focus, the wave of not paying attention. They're just, or the wave of paying attention, or the wave of focus. They're just waves enjoying the majestic nature of your own being. And it's that enjoyment. In one of the teachings I've read, they call it the great enjoyment body. Think about that. Your expression is the great enjoyment body, doing all the things it does. And where the peace, clarity, beauty, and love appears is in your allowing of it, not in the things themselves. Your allowing of it. But that allowing of it, then, without making any speculation, the allowing of whatever is there has the capacity to liberate what's there. But don't make that bit into the goal now. Right now, I'm going to allow it so that it now becomes, oh, it didn't become peace. Now I didn't allow it enough. It's just keep allowing.